everybody, what is going on? This is Joshua Williams. Now today what we're going to be talking about is three things. First, we're going to talk a little bit about the Oscars, just kind of like what happened at the end of the Oscars. Then we're going to be talking about the Gumball episode, which is the CopyCat, and I've been wanting to talk about that for about 2 weeks. Then we're going to be talking about Steven Universe's newest episode, Rocknaldo. So anyway, let's just go ahead and jump into it. So the Oscars, man, I can't particularly talk a whole lot about the Oscars because first of all, I was coming back from my vacation in Palm Springs, and around the time I got home, it was probably about 6:30 or something, I guess. So it was an hour after the show even started. I'm very glad that Zootopia won for Best Animated Feature. Like that made me very happy. But here's a funny story, really. I mean, I was sitting down and I was watching them announce the Best Picture of the Year. They said La La Land, and I was like, yep, there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna go upstairs and get back on the computer. I just knew that was gonna happen. But then what happened was that my mom started calling me because she was also watching it downstairs. And so I was like, whoa, what's happening? She said, Moonlight won! I'm like, wait a minute. But didn't they just say La La Land? There's no way they could have messed this up. So I ran back downstairs. She rewound it all the way to when they had the people from La La Land on the stage talking, you know, making their thankful speeches and everything. I then see the stagehand get on stage talking to the other people, and I'm like, no. And then they were like, nope, sorry, it's a mistake. We're not kidding you. Moonlight is the best picture of the year. I mean, you know that had to hurt. The fact that they went up there, got the little statues, started saying their thank you acceptance speeches, and then just to after all that, like, I think it was 3 or 4 people who talked. After all that, they weren't even the winners. What happened was the guy accidentally got the wrong envelope. They accidentally gave him the wrong envelope. And how they do this actually is that on both sides of the stage, they have every single envelope. So there's 2 envelopes for one category. Because I'm not sure if they truly even know which side that the actors are going to come out to present the awards. So they have them on each side just in case they happen to come on this side or they happen to come on that side. So they have 2 envelopes for each category. So just letting you know about that. So I'm guessing somebody backstage gave him a duplicate of the best actress in a film, which was Emma Stone in La La Land. So they gave him that, and he looked at it on stage and he was kind of hesitating. Like, if you notice, he would kind of looked at the audience, he looked at her, the woman who was next to him, and then he kind of looked backstage. He knew that there was something wrong. So then the lady looked at the envelope and then she just said La La Land, even though I'm sure he knew that that was the wrong envelope. And you know, things happen all the time. Like, it was bound to happen one of these days. That's all I can say. It's not always going to be perfect. I mean, Hollywood is not always perfect, not always glamorous or whatever. So that was definitely interesting though. But man, was that a way to end the award. Tell me what you guys thought about the mess up, or what you thought about the Oscars in general. Did you think it was good? Did you think it was okay? Did you think it was bad? Or tell me, what did you think about the entire mess up at the end? What did you guys think about that? I would love to know your opinions on it. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and finally, after 2 weeks, talk about the Gumball episode, the CopyCat. Basically what it is, Gumball sees kind of like a somewhat duplicate of him, except the other version of him is a goat and the other version of Darwin is a frog. So they're copying everything from their life and they're posting it on, I mean, they probably have it somewhere on TV in that world, but they're posting it on Elmore Stream or Elmore Plus or whatever the website is called. The Elmore version of YouTube, let's just say that. And they're making money off of it. And so now the Gumball and the family, they were trying to confront them, and then they still ended up copying them, and then blah blah blah. I'm not gonna spoil the episode. If you haven't seen it, you really do have to see it. It's a very clever episode. The reason why it's a very clever episode is because of the fact that there actually was, I'm not sure if it's still running anymore in China, but there actually was a ripoff series of the Amazing World of Gumball called Miracle Star. And truly, when you look at it, you can totally tell that it is a complete ripoff. But when you find out that there was actually a ripoff, or actually, let's not even say ripoff, it was a knockoff, because, you know, China's really known for knocking things off, as in, like, copying other things. That episode, the CopyCat, is so much more clever than it was before you even knew. And it's so much more funnier as well. And I'm sure a lot of people were also kind of wondering why, when it came to the scene where the family was looking up the knockoff family online, and they were reading up basically the character bios and stuff. And you see that Anaïs's character was deleted, was cut off. There's actually a reason for that. It's because in China, they do have this thing called a one-child policy. And since they do have a one-child policy, most of the families in China would rather raise a boy. So if they have a girl, they'll abandon it and they would like to raise a boy instead of actually raising a girl. Something like that. It has been shown that 95% of the babies in the state-owned orphanages in China is going to be filled with baby girls. So 5% of those will be baby boys, but a majority of those are baby girls, and that's because of the whole one-child policy, which I believe has been phasing out in recent years. Oh, and there is also one more thing that I would like to mention about the episode. If you haven't been watching Gumball for a while, just to let you guys know, there is a new voice actor, and they don't introduce it until the episode The CopyCat, which was the first episode of the new episodes in February. The new voice actors are doing pretty well, honestly. I think Darwin kind of needs just a little bit more work, but other than that, it's not really all that different 100%. There are differences, obviously, but I do think that they are doing a pretty good job as the new voice actors of Gumball and Darwin, so that's good. I like how the show kind of puts it in the episode that the voices change somehow. Instead of, you know, oh, you just watch the next episode and, oh, look, there's new voice actors and stuff. I think because of the type of show that Gumball is, they can get away with doing certain things like that, like kind of get away with breaking the fourth wall or make it seem that something that's happening in this world is happening in their world or something like that. Which they kind of been doing with a lot of their more recent episodes, and it's all of them are pretty clever, by the way. Again, the type of show that Amazing World of Gumball is, it makes a ton of sense for them to do that. So the last thing that I would like to talk about is Cartoon Network and what they did with the last Steven Universe episode, which was Rocknaldo. While I didn't particularly like it, it wasn't terrible. Like, so many people hated the episode, and for good reason, and I'll get to that in a moment. But to me, I mean, I did laugh a couple of times during the episode. There were certain funny moments there. The thing about the episode for me is that it was kind of pointless. Like, to me, the episode was just, it was just kind of not needed in particular. A lot of people don't like the filler episodes. There's some episodes that are filler for Steven Universe that I really just don't mind. But the thing about this episode to me was that, really, it was just not needed. And the other thing was that in this episode, I just didn't like him. I mean, for no reason at all, he just decided to become a complete jerk to Steven. And I guess it's kind of a good time to go ahead and bring up what Cartoon Network did. So I think what happened was that a few days before, if you went on their social media, they posted this post. They posted this picture of a red and green gem. And there was this status they said that was like, can you guess who the new gem is, or what gem this is, or whatever. And so many people were hyped, of course, because of the fact that it looks like it was a new gem that was coming that they may have to fight, or a new gem that they discovered, or a new gem that may join the team, or whatever. You never know. That gem that they showed was just Rocknaldo's original gem. And the gem's name was Bloodstone. So obviously that was a complete letdown for so many people. Thing is, I have no idea why Cartoon Network decided to do this. I mean, they could have, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what they could have done, but I think that was a complete wrong move on their part, because when you say that there's a potential new gem coming in, right? There's going to be so much hype about it, because so many people are going to be thinking that there's actually going to be a new gem coming along. But no, it was just a original character for Rocknaldo, and that was his crystal gem if he were to become a crystal gem. Some people are calling it the worst episode of the entire series. Like, that's how bad this was. If you guys did happen to see the Steven Universe episode, what did you guys think about it? Was it very overwhelming? Was it okay? Did you guys like it? Did you hate it? Put it down in the comment sections down below. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And before I actually fully end this video, I do want to go ahead and mention something. I am having a job interview on Wednesday Wednesday, and I'm hoping to get that job. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I do have my Patreon account back on, and it's in the description box and it's in the end screen. And I've kind of been in and out with the whole Patreon account thing. Like, I was wondering, should I really do this? I don't know. It was something that was just stopping me from fully, you know, doing the Patreon account. But because I've actually formed some goals with this channel, I decided, you know what? Might as well go ahead and try it, give it a shot, and see exactly what can happen. Now, I would love to expand my channel, bring you guys some much more content, better high quality content as well. And, you know, with the certain projects that me and Javon are thinking about doing, you know, sketch shows, web series, or a short film and stuff like that, it would be very, very great if you guys were able to actually help us and all that. And it would really, really mean a lot to us. If you want to become a patron, if you want to support this channel, again, link is in the description box down below, or you could just check it out in the end screen, and that would be so helpful, and that would be amazing. If you guys weren't to become Patreon, that would be still fine. The fact that you guys are subscribed to me and still watch my videos just still means a lot to me, and I just cannot be more thankful enough for all the support that I'm getting. So thank you guys so much. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys had a good day. Peace out.